You guys. Wait, class.
Guys, check out your worksheet. Do anybody have trouble graphing the parabolas? There's any you guys want me to? I'll do one of them if you guys want me to do one. You guys okay with the graphing? You guys good? Would anybody like to graph a parabola? No? All right, Dorian. This is one sheet. McConnell. Everybody gets one. Guys, I apologize. The notes are on 2 pages. They're not back to back. And while you're waiting to get your notes, go ahead and get your get your computers open and go ahead and get on Desmos calculator. Just kind of leave the Desmos calculator up, graphing calculator.
Okay. Sure not to graph. Why not? Wait, how much money? Here, give that. One from your apps too? 7, 8 homework. It was doing the course. Go to Canvas, look it up. Look up what was assigned on the 3rd. That's what I checked. Should be section 7, 8.
All right, guys. If you before you go to go ahead and look at your notes. Look at it across the top. Okay, we need this one. This is the front page of the notes. Okay, where the top equation is what has the title up there. Okay. Okay, look at f of x squared. You guys have these going across horizontally. Mine are written vertically. Okay, let's talk about this before we go to Desmos. Okay. Guys, this is your basic starting point of a parabola. Okay? If we're here at f of x and think of it's f of x or y, f of x equals x squared. My vertex and write this underneath yours. My vertex is at 0, 0. Okay? Now, what's 1 squared, guys? 1. What's negative 1 squared? Be 1 also, right? So in a basic, so it would go right here. My parabola. What's 2 squared? Someone besides Zach. 2 squared is what? What's negative 2 squared? Wouldn't it be 4 also? Okay, so go to your graph. 2, 4, negative 2, 4. Draw a parabola. This is our starting point. Okay? And this is going to be, I'm just going to write, that's that parabola. Okay? Does everybody have that on graphed on their paper? Now, and if you guys look here, I just put, instead of f of x, I just put y. You can put f of x. Here is our basic parabola graph. Go ahead and put that in Desmos. Does everybody remember how to get to Desmos? Just go Desmos calculator and graphing, and it brings up to this. Is everybody able to get on Desmos? You guys there? Yes. Yes.
How do you make a square?
You can do this, or you can go shift and hit, I think, 6 on your numbers up top, and the caret button's there, and then you hit 2. But I think it's easier to do this and then hit 8. After you hit it, just hit this squared button right here. Either one works. Okay. Now, look at B. Look at your next one there. G of x equals what? Parentheses x minus 3 squared. Go ahead and put that in Desmos. Leave that base one there. And again, I'm just putting y. I'm not, just to save typing time. Okay. Make sure you put your parentheses. X minus 3. Squared. There she is. Is everybody good? Now, watch. We're going to move the parabolas today. Guys, watch means look up here. Please. And thank you. We're going to move the parabolas today. Okay? The first movement is we're going to have either x minus a number or plus a number in the parentheses. Okay, and that's what we did here, quantity squared. Which way did it move it? Okay, so anytime it's in the parentheses, it's going to move it left or right. And it would move it the opposite way, Makana, you would think it would move. When you think x minus 3, it'd be what you think, oh, it's going to go 3 left, right? But if it's in the parentheses, it's going to go opposite. It's going to go, because what happens when we square it, it's going to go positive. Okay? Does everybody understand that? Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Go to, and you guys leave Desmos open. I got to go back and forth. Go to your notes. Okay? And was that in blue? You guys, if you have another colored pencils or highlighters, this is the time to get them out. If you don't, that's okay too. You don't have to. Okay, so we're going to, now, hold on a second. Everybody look up here. If I went 3 right from my vertex at 0, 0, what's my new vertex? Look on Desmos. What's your new vertex? 3, 0. So go ahead and write that in there. Vertex now is 3, because everything's 3 right. So here's my new vertex. Now watch, guys. Please watch, and then you can do this. On your graph, every point is going 3 to the right from my original parabola. So 3 right, 1, 2, 3. Whoa, hello. 1, 2, 3. I'm going through changes, guys. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then there is my new parabola. And I'm just going to write x minus 3 quantity squared. If you want to write g of x, go for it. Does everybody understand that? Every point got moved 3 places to the right. Pretty easy to see, right? What do you think's going on with our next one? It's x plus 2 quantity squared. It's in the parentheses, so it's going to be a left or right movement, right? What do you think, Aaliyah?
2 to the left.
It's going to go 2 left. 2 left. Now, before we do that, go to Desmos. Go to Desmos. Have a third parabola. Was it x minus 2, right? X plus 2, thank you. Whoa, why did I put pi in there? All right. No. X. Oh, Sugardale. Let's check it out. From my original vertex, x plus 2 is going to move my vertex. What's my vertex now? Negative 2, 0. Okay? So, I'm going, from my original, I'm going 2 to the left. Whoops. 2 to the left. Every point goes 2 to the left. And it should look like that. What's my new vertex? I think you said it, Zach. What was it? Negative 2, 0. You know, if you want to write this right here, 3 right, 2 left. Kind of tells you which way it's going. Does that make sense? Okay, what's next there? What's it say on your notes? Okay. So, if I have f of x plus c, and you should have a squared here. Write that there if it's not there. What's it going to go? How many places? And this one would just be c, right? So this one would be f of x would go c places left. And then this should be squared 2 right there also. And then this would go f of x minus c squared. It'd be c places what? Right. To the right. Okay, good job, guys. Good job. What's the next one? Did you give me extra? There they are. Thank you. Okay, so this kind of explains what we did, guys. This kind of explains what we did. If h is greater than 0, it's going to do what? It's going to go to the right. Okay? Because, okay, and then if x is greater or less than 0, it's going to shift it left. Okay, all from our original, x squared right in the middle there. All right, here we go. You guys have this one there? Okay, now remember, guys, we're talking about this. Oh, come on. We're all basing our movement off this and our vertex. Anytime we have this, where's our vertex at? 0, 0 to origin. So you might want to write that there. Okay, all the movements based on that. Okay? So, what do you think? Oh, by the way, what's the date today? 10th?
Yeah.
A week from today. Next Thursday.
Thursday.
It's March 17th. Everybody has to talk with an Irish accent.
Green Day.
Does everybody understand that? If you don't, you lose points off your team.
It's a band.
And we won't talk to you.
Green Day is a band.
Green Day.
What possible question can you have on St. Patrick's Day you talk like an
It's
Irishman?
not a question.
I love Sharon.
Just, I wanted to tell you I get my 10th Sunday. Next Sunday.
Great.
I get my check in 19.
All right, guys, here we go.
I mean, if
Vertex.
you can get it.
Vertex. What movement's going on? Okay, we don't care about this 2 yet. We'll talk about that 2 in a second, what it does. X minus 4, quantity squared. It's going 4 to the right. So what's my new vertex? 4. There you go. Right? It went from 0, 0 to 4, 0. Smart, do you have an Irish accent? Oh, you do. You got to practice. You guys have a whole week to practice? You got to practice? You got to practice? Then you do it at home. Bring up some Irish talking
Sounds good.
and just practice.
You should know
Come on, mate.
What the heck? We're not in Australia.
You can do a river dance for us?
Sure.
Can I look up an Irish accent?
Let's do it right now.
No. All right, look.
Teach me the
Guys, this is easy. Remember axis of symmetry? It's the x value of our what? So it's going to be what? X. You remember you have to write it as x equals. You just put the x value of the vertex. That's your line of symmetry. Axis symmetry. Nah! Oh, the 8th graders are calling. Isn't that nice?
If we had a test today, that would be so good. Every single time we have a test, they're like, it's so bad.
Hey, Leah, I don't care. I don't give a rat's you know what about you.
It's so
All right.
good.
Guys, now we have to decide, is it wider or narrower? That's a weird word. Narrower. Is it wider or narrow? Okay. Do you remember what we look at? Go. What's in front of the x, guys? What number? No.
2.
Oh.
It's a dose, right? Do you guys remember if the number is bigger than 1, what happens to our parabola?
Skinnier.
It gets narrower.
Skinnier.
If it's less than 1, like a decimal or fraction, it gets what? Wider. Okay, so this would be narrower. Now, you guys have to tell me that. when I get to. All right. Go to Desmosos. Now, we're gonna get rid of leave that one. Okay, we're always gonna leave this one. Okay, what do we got? So it's gonna be y equals what? Oh yeah, 2 parentheses. Thank you. Where the heck is me x? -4? Whoa, I don't square. Whoa. Until I go outside. Darn you, kids. There we go. Now, let's check our work. We said our vertex was going to be where, guys? 4.904. 40. Is it narrower? Yes, and it should be. It should be. Look at the line of symmetry, guys. Right through 4. Right through 4. Okay? Mary's going to give a speech. Mary, go ahead. Get it out. Get it out, Mary. Do not keep it inside. Oh, shish kebab. Okay. Liv Tyler. Compared to 0, 0, right? G of x equals x squared. Now we have a new equation. Where's my vertex going? How many? So what's my new coordinates of my vertex? Liv. Travis would be so proud of you right now. Start it. What's wrong? What I want to talk about. Mary. What's my axis of symmetry? But what do you got to write though? Okay. X equals -2. Negative is just fun to say with the Irish accent. A negative. Makana, you have a negative attitude.
That's why you have a negative.
Thank you. I spent my first 15 years of my life in Ireland, so that's why I talk like that. I can talk like that really well. No, seriously. Why are you guys laughing? Mr. Westfall, do you believe me?
I believe every word that comes out of your mouth.
I know.
What did you say? All right, now. Bailey.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
She's excited.
Bailey, what number's in front of the parenthesis? Go ahead.
What?
-0.6. Okay, is it going to be narrower or wider graph? It's going to be wider. Now, it's also going to do what?
Go down.
But that's not the question. It's going to be wider. Write that, please. Wider. Oh, we had to graph those too, right?
No.
No, we didn't.
The next one. No, the next one.
Not the net.
The next
All right. So, let's go to Desmos. Santwe.
British accents.
What? Where's my All right. You know what I think is crazy? Think about it. There's a lot of actors that, talk with accents, obviously, when they act. But there's a lot of actors and actresses that are English and British that don't, they have to lose their accent when they act. It's crazy. You don't think about it. And then, how many watch? You remember House? Watch the series House. Did you guys ever see House? He was a doctor. It's like he did not talk. He's English, and it's like when you see him talk outside the show, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so weird to hear him talk with his, his normal accent. All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna go y equals. What was that? Negative 0.6. Okay, parenthesis. What was it again? X plus 2. Hey, do I look like I'm in England? We're in Ireland. It's another.
Have you met Conor McGregor?
All right, guys, there it is right there. Our vertex is negative 2, 0. It opens down, and it's going to be wider. If you want to see it, you can kind of open your graph out so it gets a little bigger panoramic view, and you can see that blue graph that we just did will be wider. Okay? How you guys feeling? I feel good.
I'm kind of feeling negative.
Luca! Luca's an Irish name. That's how I met Luca. He lived on the second floor of the castle. Whoa, what was that?
Whoa.
That sounded like a stinker.
Based off the
In Ireland, we say passing the gas, floating the flounder. We're lipping the cheese. I'll tell you what, I should have a.
You're okay, Mr. Park.
You want? I need to sit down.
I better take over. All right, go ahead and graph these. Using the Desmos.
By the way, at the end of the year, you owe Mr. Westfall and I $20 a piece.
Okay.
Entertaining you guys all year. 20. That's pretty cheap. We'll take check or cash.
Check.
Joe.
How about pennies?
Tell you what, let's freeze for 1 second. Look up here. Let's predict what's going to happen. A is easy, right? We already know what A looks
Well,
like.
don't say easy around Corbin gets upset.
B. What's the x plus 2 inside the parentheses? What kind of shift is going to occur as that? To the left, how many? 2. So if you know where the vertex of x squared is, you're going to go left 2, and then the minus 3 tells you to go down 3. But is it going to open up or down?
Down.
Is it going to open up or down?
down.
Why?
Down.
Because it's a -3.
I thought it was the number in front of the x squared that told us up or down.
No. That one's 10 too.
That's incorrect.
That kind of would.
What if one of them is
Yeah.
constant
Yeah.
negative, then
Yeah.
that
It doesn't.
Hey guys, the number in front of x squared tells you opening up or down. If you were to FOIL this out, you get x squared plus 4x plus 4, right? X squared. Up or down? Up. So you got this parabola. Actually, let's do it real quick. We're going to start off with x squared. Ready? 0, 0. -1, 1, 1, 1, -2, 4, 2, 4. Here's your parabola. All right. Now, you told me to shift to the left 2, and then down 1, 2, 3. There's your part B.
Is it better than yours?
That was pretty cool.
There's your part B answer.
He has all his fancy gadgets.
Make sense?
I teach you the old way.
All right, now let's graph. Let's take it back. Take it back now, y'all. Let's go back to the beginning. We're going to do part C. We'll confirm our answer in Desmos. Are you ready? Look up here. Look up here. That negative tells me to open down. Ready? Boom.
Oh my goodness.
How much free time do you have to just figure all this out? After school, you just
I'll ignore that.
on the phone.
Now, we've adjusted for that. Now we're going to shift it to the
Right.
Right. 4.
4 hops this time.
You're not so fancy now, are you?
Wait, just wait,
Are
Mr.
you,
Parker.
Trebek?
We'll group it. Boom.
Ready? Let's try this again.
1,
Mm.
2.
I'll keep an eye.
9 out of 10.
You got this, Luna. You saw nothing. Ready? Eat, 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 eat. Went right 4,
Up 3.
Up.
3 from there. So ready? Eat, eat, eat. Where's the vertex?
4, 3.
4, 3.
4, 3.
Let's check in the Desmos.
10 out of 10.
Negative x minus 4 squared. Negative Did she spill again? All right, Aaliyah, you're not allowed to have drinks in here anymore. We're falling apart.
We're falling apart, Mr. Parker.
At least he didn't spill the cup at this time.
Oh, that's real nice. Now you can
Plus
smell
3.
like coffee.
An Irish blend, some might say. And there you go.
Good, how are you?
You guys see?
We confirmed what we
Evans,
suspected.
Evan's here. He's here. Yeah, he's here. Were you going to study our first period? Yeah. He said no, he was putting me down. Have you attention? I'm sorry.
Are you collecting or giving?
You guys want to pass the? Oh, you got 'em.
All right, next idea. We're not using that. No, we're not using tissues to wipe it up.
They're not tissues. These are Phillips wipes.
Is it dried off first?
Send the homework.
Did it get on the carpet again?
No, we didn't.
No more coffee for Aaliyah.
I know. I never put it at the front.
All right. So we just found out.
Nobody's listening to me.
We just found out.
We just found out.
If A is positive, the parabola opens up. If A is negative, the parabola opens
Down.
We shift right H, up K.
All right. Where's the vertex normally? If the parabola has not been shifted at all, where's the vertex? 0, 0. If it has not been shifted at all, 0, 0.
Okay. You may want to do this as you're practicing these problems. You may want to underline this and say left or right. Which way is it going to go? Left 2. And then underline this and say down 5. That makes things pretty easy because our vertex was at 0, 0. And if I went left 2 and down 5, now my vertex is at -2, -5. Do you agree? That's a -5. Negative.
Negative.
Do you agree? Makes sense.
Disagree.
What's the axis of symmetry? x equals
-2.
-2. So here we go. Our vertical line that cuts the parabola in half is at x equals -2.
Nice dotted line.
Thank you. And we have our vertex at -2, -5. And it's going to open up. So you may even want to put a little arrow there and say opens up. And that 2 does what to the parabola? Times 2 makes it grow faster, so it's narrower, or grow slower, wider, narrower. All right, make a table of values using the vertex and 2 points to the left and 2 points to the right of the vertex. So our table of values. What would be 2 points to the left of the vertex?
-4.
To the left of the vertex. -4, -3.
Sure.
So -2 is our vertex. Do you agree? -2 is in the middle. So I probably want to go -3, -4. And then to the right would be -1 and 0. Do you agree? This is my vertex. Are you with me? Beautiful. All right, let's plug in -4. Careful. F of -4 is 2 times -4 plus 2 squared minus 5. Okay, let's do it. Order of operations, we have to do parentheses first, right, Corbin? -4 plus 2. Anyone? -2. But when we square it, what's -2 squared? 4 times 2, 8 minus 5, 3. We just got the point. -4, 3. -4, 3. Now we're going to plug in -3. Do you guys understand how we're doing this? -3 plus 2. -1. When we square it, we get +1. -1 squared is +1. Times 2 minus 5. -3. -3. -3. Anybody predict what's going to happen? Now, we already plugged in, by the way, we already plugged in -2. What was it when we plugged in -2? -5, right? That was the vertex. Anybody predict what the y value is going to be when x is -1? -3 because of the symmetry of the graph, right? Remember the symmetric slide? Woogie, woogie, woogie. Oh, look up the electric slide dance. It's a fun dance for old people. All right. Let's just test it. Let's plug in -1. Did Mr. Parker leave us already?
Yes.
He's got to get to the early bird special. Get dinner. We got to get his dinner in. What's -1 plus 2?
1.
1 squared. 1 squared. 1 times 2. Minus 5.
-3.
It should be the same, isn't it? Right? Look.
And then 3.
And then what's the y value when x is 0? 3. Now let's check it. What's 0 plus 2?
2.
Squared is?
4.
Times 2 is? 8 minus 5 is?
0.
3. And there is your parabola.
Parabola.
Sounds dangerous. All right. So, and we better talk about this one. What are you doing?
I was just
Packing up?
No, I'm putting them nice and neat.
Packing it up. Packing it in. Let me begin.
Now next time.
Vertex. Well, it's been shifted from 0, 0. It's been shifted to the where?
Right now, y'all.
Right 3.
2 houses.
Right
2, 3 houses.
3. Up 4. So our new vertex location is 3, 4, 4, 4. 3, 4. Opening up or down?
That's so good.
Opening down.
Down. Nice.
Opens
Axis of symmetry
Hey.
is 3.
down. Yeah, so our axis of symmetry is x equals 3.
X equals tree.
3. So then we're going to plug in, what value should we plug in before 3?
2. 4.
So 3 is our vertex. 3 is our vertex. Before 3, 2 and 1.
2 and 1.
After 3,
4 and 5.
4 and 5. So this is our vertex. Why do we plug in values before and after?
To get equal amount. On that.
To see the symmetry.
Those solids.
To see the symmetry.
Equal
All right.
amount.
Can you guys take it from there?
Yeah.
We're going to run out of time.
No homework?
I still do this problem for homework.
Yeah, just this one problem.
Is that a worksheet? No. Yeah, but I thought you were gonna make me cut them out. Holy smokes! I only give you 4. 5.
Oh my god. It wasn't eating. Alright,
This sounds like why. It sounds like what?
Did you all get one?
I didn't get one.
All right, you're not doing the whole worksheet. Hang tight. All right. You ready to circle these?
Yeah.
1, 2, 5, 6.
1, 2, 5, 6.
11, 12. 1, 2, 5, 6, 11, 12. 1, 2, 5, 6, 11, 12. Just 1, 2, 5, 6, 11, 12. 1, 2, 5, 6, 11, 12. Yep. 5, 6, 11, 12.
Oh no, we have no 60. I'm gonna check.